What's good, everybody? So obviously, I did not say. This time I'm gonna be the owner because I know I'm not going to unless I unless I win the Super Bowl or win a playoff game. That's the only way I'll probably all Madden 5 minutes, zero the clock on, game speed fast. Unless you know unless I'm the owner, then I don't have to worry about being fired, because I know if I don't make the playoffs this year or the next year, I'll be behind is getting fired. Because at that point, they only gave you like 2 years. If you can't get it done within 2 years, you're out. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, Ben McAdoo was successful his first year, second year, not so much. Um, so, I mean, obviously Jason Garrett lasted longer, a little bit longer. Um, but you know what? I'm going to trade Tony. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna trade Tony Romo. Because he is not gonna play all 7 years, and I do not want to waste Dak Prescott's potential. I know nobody's gonna pick him up, so there's no need for me to trade to put him on a trade block because nobody's gonna want him. I just have to find a team that's not even gonna make the playoffs. So I want to trade him outside of the division. You know what? I might probably throw him to the Patriots, but then again, they already got Ravens, Redskins, no. Seahawks, no. Let's do the Vikings. Let's send him to the Vikings. Anthony Barr. Anthony Barr. Alright, so we're gonna get Anthony Barr back. I know this is not gonna work, but hopefully, let me see the quarterback situation. Teddy Bridgewater, Sean Gill. Yeah, he's not gonna. Oh, who remembers Tyler Henneke? He had that one good year with the Redskins, but yeah, he's not gonna start. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so the Vikings are probably gonna have like 5 men on the 5 quarterbacks on the roster. You know what? Just give me your 2 4, and then I'll give you pick number 1 and 2. How about that? I don't want you 2 4. Give me your 6th round pick. That's fine. Will they accept it? Probably not. Nope. Okay. I don't. You know what? I don't need your picks. But then again, if you could just give me your 7th, that's fine. 2 7s, that's fine. I'm not really asking for much because Romo is making way more money than Anthony Barr, and they overalls are pretty much even. So let's see. Do you agree? No, they don't. Okay, so alright. So let's say I don't add any draft picks. Anthony Barr. Let's see. Because I'm giving them first round and the second round and Tony Romo. Let's see what they work. No. Okay. So like I said, it's gonna be difficult to get rid of Tony Romo because nobody's gonna want him. And I can't put him on the trade block because nobody's gonna pick him up. So I'm gonna have to go to a team that have less quarterbacks. I'm not gonna do no. Cardinals, no. No. I mean the Colts, but they got Andrew Luck. No. Eagles. I'm not trading him into the division. No, no. Uh, the Jaguars. I mean, if they could give me, if they could give me, if they could give me Miles Jack, that would be great. I mean, and then I'll give you, you know, not this year's pick, but I'll give you pick 1 and 2, and then you could just give me your third and next year's second. How about that? Nope. This is gonna be difficult. Okay, so just total straight up. Nope. So nobody wants Tony Romo. Wow, that's. I mean, not even for the bottom feeders. It's like if I go all the way down, like if I go down, 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 like to the last person who's a tight end, running back. Okay, so if I go, if, how about this guy? You know, he's not really making that much, and he's very low. Um, and then, like I said, you give me your seventh and your third, and then I give you my first and second. Will you accept it? The offer was accept. Okay, so I had to lowball them and actually getting a cheaper player versus a obviously stronger player or a more expensive player. So Tony Romo was off the books. So now this is Dak Prescott's team. The dude is not going to play, barring injury. So um, I just needed to get rid of Tony Romo. And now that Tony Romo is out, I don't really have to worry about him anymore. So now this is Dak Prescott's team. So, um, however, I won't play him in the preseason. Just because I don't want him to get hurt. I don't want Ezekiel Elliott to get hurt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to let Kellen Moore in the backup quarterback to take the first 2 snaps. Um, I'll let Dunbar get it, and I will sit Des Bryant, Beasley, and Whitehead. Jason Garrett, Keith Smith. Just, you know, because of, you know, just want to play it safe, you know, because nobody wants to play freaking preseason games. But I will put them all back in the regular season. Once the regular season starts, I don't care if I go 0-4. Um, I did that ownership because, you know, you only got 2 years. You know, you got this year and the next year, and if you don't make the playoffs, they're gonna fire you. So I just went with the owner because that made more sense. You know, um, the owner can own the team until he passes away. In real life, obviously, but in the video game, like I said, it don't really matter if a good head coach. If you can't consistently get to the playoffs each year, um, then you're gonna get fired. As a head coach, you're gonna get fired, and then you're gonna have to pick a new team. As a player, you just retire. You just play until you retire. But I like how they give you the option to choose them instead of just you know. I mean, I wish 2K was like that at some times. You know, you can play as the owner, the head coach, or you become a head coach. You can play as a player, which I think they do. Is my rise or my career, but you don't necessarily play as an owner in on 2K. You can play as a head coach, but yeah. So my story behind actually exited without saving, so that's why I had to do this all over again. But this time, um, all right. So, um, as I said before, I was gonna I was gonna put them all back because I just didn't want to get them hurt and stuff like that. So, man, they still got Kellen Moore starting over Dak. That's crazy work. Um, but yeah, um, I will. You know what? I will probably start Escobar just because. Um, yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna take James because he has more speed than Jason and Gavin Escobar. So we're going to do all these trades, and we will see next season. it's always so there's always there's always something with LeBron James growing. Like he puts like he took too many PEDs or something. There's always something with his growing, which is weird. Cause you're not supposed to have groin injuries. And every day he was like, some motherfuckers always getting groin injuries and groin injuries. You know, it's nothing like, wrist or ankle or whatever. It's like, it's always a groin. Like, what is he taking, or what is he putting in his body that's making him, is always like growing? Because that's what kept him out, I think like 2 years ago. That's what kept him out majority of the season. Now, when I did this before, I actually lost in the playoffs against the LA Rams, or against the St. Louis Rams at the time. Um, so now, obviously, I had to lowball the Jaguars into, uh, taking Tony Romo's contract, because I had to trade them I had to trade them for a bad player that wasn't really making any money at all. Well, he was making money, but you know he was nobody. You know, he's not gonna see any playing time. So I had to give them my first and my second, and then obviously they had to give me their fifth and third pick just for Tony Romo. I mean, I didn't really have to give up that much, but in order to get rid of Tony Romo and his contract, I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I could I could have paid for Tony Romo for 7 more years. He's crazy. That was a ridiculous contract. I know he was not gonna live up to that contract, because his dad's always steady getting hurt. So he's on the Jaguars now, not my problem. Wish him nothing but the best. I don't know. You think he's gonna play? Mm-hmm. Um, but yeah. So let's see where we are. Hopefully we're in the same position that we were last time. We were 6-3 when I recorded the first time. But that's when obviously Tony Romo was playing. But this time, he's not playing, and it's Dak Prescott's team now. So we're gonna see where we are right now, and obviously a lot of these contracts are coming up, piling up, I should say, and we're 5-2, not bad. Any significant injuries that we have to deal with? No, yes, no, yes. We got Sean Lee, obviously he's always hurt, and we got Charles Brown. That's another dude I might probably have to trade in off season. That dude's really constantly getting hurt. Um, so we should be good, you know, unless we melt down in the regular season, which I don't think we should. But I'm gonna charge my phone because my phone's at 9%. Alright, so I'm back. Just have to charge my tablet. Just have to charge my phone. So yeah, this is that Prescott's team now. Like I said, I had to lowball the Jaguars into taking Tony Romo's contract, which I don't think he's gonna have any playing time unless all the quarterbacks go down, which I highly doubt it. Um, but yeah, right now we're 6-2, and um, that's pretty much it. If they're gonna keep it right, well, actually, I only got 10 days left, so I mean, I don't really have to worry about it. 'Cause, um, but yeah, we should make the playoffs. Um, we should make the playoffs. We should make the playoffs. And I think that was a great development for Dak. You know, him sitting behind Tony Romo and Kellen Moore. You know, but when Romo went down with the back injury, he was like, okay, do you go with the vet or do you go, with the rookie? And the Cowboys had to make a big decision. You had to go with the veteran or you go with the rookie, and they put Dak and Zeke in there, and they took off. One might probably say they had the best duo rookie year that we have ever seen. Rookie running back, rookie quarterback. And Dak Scott, the last time I played, well, not the last time, but when I was playing this like a few minutes ago, um, he didn't necessarily play bad. He had 3 touchdowns. He did get sacked quite a lot. I think he had like 4 or 5 sacks. But other than that, we lost 31-21. So we only lost by 10. Um, Only because of the defense wasn't really all too good. Um, the defense is not good at all. I remember they was trying to build up this Rock versus not Rock this Bobby Lashley versus John Cena feud. Shout out to TH14. But I remember they was trying to build up those two real bad, and then they fought like at American Bash. That was, come to think about it, there was a lot of great pay-per-views, you know. But my favorite was always Money in the not Money in the Bank. Night of Champions. Night of Champions was always my favorite pay-per-view, or I don't know what they call it these days, PLL or whatever, but I still call it pay-per-view. But you know, yeah, and then yeah, after that, not Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank was introduced around 2006, 7. Like it's not really money in the bank. I mean, they could have just said contract in the bank because that's what basically it is. It's you telling me I did not make the playoffs? You kidding me? I went 9-7. So I didn't make the playoffs. Like, how you not make the playoffs with a 9-7 record? I don't get it. Or maybe I did make the playoffs. Who knows? Did I make the playoffs? Probably not. So I had to redo this 2-year rebuild because obviously the last time, well not the last time, but when I did it a while ago, when I did it minutes ago, I mistakenly exited out without, obviously, you know, saving it. So I had to do this all over again. So I did not make the playoffs. How you not make the playoffs with a 9-7 record? Like I don't. I mean, we're first in offense. We're kind of stuck on defense, but was anybody hurt? No, Barry Church and Kayvon Frazier. Those were the only two people that was out, but I don't know, man. NFL be weird with this new shit. Like, how you not make the playoffs with us? So we're just gonna sit through the Super Bowl. I don't get it. We should have made the playoffs with a 9-7 record. That's bullshit. That's completely bullcrap. Cause they pulled this on the Giants as well. Like the 2010 Giants, they missed the playoffs despite having a 10-6 record. All because of the division record was bad. Like, how does your division record determine whether or not you make the playoffs? You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just gonna spin through next season. I don't really do all that extra off-season bullshit. I mean, these playoffs are gonna be fun. The NBA playoffs is gonna be very fun. It's gonna be so much fun. Like, I'm gonna order pizza. I don't even eat pizza that like that. I don't know. Um, Probably some Chinese food and just sit back and just watch the playoffs. Cause Sunday is the last day of the regular season, and yeah, everybody's gonna be fighting for that. I mean, I was going to do a prediction on who I think is going to win, but I might probably do that today, later on today. I'll probably do a mock prediction, whatever, on who I think is going to win the NBA championship. I mean, it depends on who's coming out the West, because we all know who's going to come out the East. Man, that's that baby. She changed so much. You don't even recognize Bad Baby no more. Like, he's not this 16-year-old girl that we all, well, not we, but y'all accustomed to, you know. It's sad how Kennedy didn't never become WWE champion. Like, what was like, what was he missing? Cause he was over with the fans. You know, I mean, I kind of put him and what's that guy's name? Um, um, LA Knight in the same stratosphere. Like, they're both over with the fans. They both have their, intro. I mean, I think I think Mr. Kennedy's intro was way better than LA Knight, obviously. Um, but just getting over with the fans. um, all right, so we went 9-7 last year. Didn't make sucks. Okay, we got uh, um, but yeah, last year we went 9-7. Didn't make the playoffs. Uh, so there, I got one more shot at this. I got one more shot. It's crazy how we didn't make the playoffs last year. Still shocker. Uh, so hopefully we could get hopefully we can get this done. Hopefully we can get this done this year. Maybe wrong era. I'm guessing it's wrong era, wrong time. Obviously, they was not going to put him over John Cena. John Cena was just making them way too much money. Even though Ken Kennedy or I'm kissing King Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy was over with the fans. He just didn't have it, you know. He was a fan favorite, but he wasn't a star, or he wasn't a superstar. There's a difference between fan favorites and stars. The star is stars, and then it's fan favorite. You're never going to be a fan favorite, because they'll forget you like a bad habit. But this is my final season. Obviously, I said 2 seasons. Hopefully, wow, the other one went like 39 minutes. So this might probably be even further than the truth. Hopefully, we don't suffer any significant injuries. Um, like as long as I have, as long as I have Dak, I should be fine. As long as Dak doesn't get hurt, if Zeke doesn't get hurt, I'll be fine. Um, so yeah, so week one, we might probably face the Giants again, or they might probably throw us a curveball, and we might face the Steelers. If I'm not talking, I'm sorry, I'm watching this John Cena story about the last week, 2007. I mean, even though John Cena has some classic matches, he has some sloppy title defenses. I'm not, wow, we faced the Packers. Okay. Any significant injuries that we have to apply by, or what not apply by, but worry about? No, no. Any injuries? No, we're injury free. That's a good thing. That's very good. That's very good. Because every time I face the Giants, every time I control the Giants, there's always injuries here, injuries there. So I'm just gonna see me through the mid-season and see where we at. Hold on. Uh, like I said, hopefully we can make the playoffs this time around. Like I said, I really don't know how we. I don't know how we didn't make the playoffs with a 9-7 record. I mean, because what's funny is we made the playoffs with the exact same record last season when I was playing this game. Um, but for some odd reason this year we went 9-7 and we didn't make the playoffs, which is crazy. But it is what it is. Um, it is what it is. Uh, yeah, so it is what it is. Yeah. Um, but hopefully we make the playoffs. I knew I knew Tony Romo. I mean, the Cowboys gave him that massive. What was it? 7 years for 109 or something like that, or along those lines. I mean, yeah, he was never gonna see that contract, or he was not gonna live up to that contract. You was just better off signing Dak that contract than Tony, because Tony was like what 34, 35, 36 at the time. So him giving that massive contract, and he got hurt on top of that. I think it was like a preseason game or a regular season game versus the Giants. He got sacked and he was like playing to his back, whatever. So, in came, Dak Prescott. Um, and yeah, I don't think they made the playoffs that year. Out there, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, for some odd reason, they both won Rookie of the Year. Cole, Rookie of the Year. I mean, I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. You have to share rookie trophies or whatever. Um, but I think Dak got the trophy instead of Zeke, because there's no two Rookie of the Year trophies. There's just only one. So, all right. So right now we are 4-4. And the Eagles are 8-0. Not where we want to be, obviously. And we only got Lale Collins out. So that means that I'm gonna have to go out there and win every single game, which is crazy. We do have a bye though. But wow. I mean, with I thought with Dak under center, obviously you still probably need that veteran presence. Um, and I'm not saying that we missing Tony Romo, because he had to go. Obviously, that stupid, ridiculous contract, but he had to go. So yeah, I'm not saying that this is on Tony Romo, because if I still had Tony Romo, you would still probably been on himself. Um, so we face the Redskins, who we should win. Another division rival. Um, so it looks like I'm gonna have to be playing all these games just for the Cowboys to get a shot at a playoff win. Um, so we're probably gonna play every single game. However, I will play the fourth quarter. I will not play the first three quarters. So I'm just gonna send it to the fourth quarter, whether we're up, whether we're down, such and such. Alright, we're home. It's funny how people still want the Redskins out. It's crazy how people still want, and they're just getting destroyed right now. How are we losing to the Redskins? So I might as well just end this whole thing because we're not coming back from this. This is just look at that, man. 30-0. He threw up a stinker. Hold on, what happened? Did Dak throw like 5 picks or whatever? 18 out of 21. Threw 3 interceptions. Okay. Ezekiel Elliott did not run the ball effectively. None of the receivers. Obviously, we don't got Des Bryant anymore because I guess we nigged his contract or didn't really. But anyways, man, we don't need Dak. We don't need Des. But yeah, we lost to the damn Redskins, 30-0. I might as well just send the whole thing. I'm not even. Oh man. I mean, at least I got one. Actually, I'm not gonna say one because we didn't even win one playoff game. You know, the playoff game that we did win, or the playoff game that we were in, we lost at home. So I'm just gonna send through the playoffs, whether we make it, whether we don't. I gave it my shot. You know, hopefully I can redo this again, but probably I might probably look at it. I might probably look at it a different way. Um, but yeah, because this is where veterans like Tony Romo, a Des Bryant comes into play. You know, because we made before I mistakenly exited out, we actually made the playoffs that year, and then I foolishly exited out, and then obviously now I'm back here again. Trading Tony Romo, you could say that was really the best idea because obviously I was not gonna let him play throughout his contract. I was probably gonna let him play like for 2 years, and then after that, I probably retire because they do retire after their 37th year or their 37th birthday when they, not 37th birthday, once they reach a certain age level, they retire. Like Eli. I'll have Eli this year, and then next year he calls it quits. So yeah, but the Cowboys are very easy to rebuild in this. They just have to think of a way to, balance. Do I keep Tony Romo for 7 years? Because knowing that he's not going to live up to that contract, he might play 2 years. He might play this year. Like when you start, he might play this year, the next year, and then that third year he's going to retire. So you're still left with, dead cap because he retired. Just because he retired, you still have to, take on his contract. or that contract might probably be off the books. Um, Free up some money, you know. Um, but yeah, the Cowboys not really a bad team to rebuild. Um, the Cowboys are not really a bad team to rebuild. So hopefully I can make the playoffs. Um, Let me see where we at in the standings. So last time I checked, we're 4-5. So, um, so we're 6-7. Okay. Um, we're 6-7. So we have to make these games count. See, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, we only got 3 games left, so um, no, it's week 15, 15, 16, 7. So we got 3 games, so it's 7, 8, 9. So we could go 9-7. Um, we got the Steelers. Oh, Jesus. Alright, Steelers are not really that good at all. I mean, even though they're loaded with weapons, they're not good at all. I mean, I think, yeah, I did the Steelers rebuild. I don't think I did the Steelers rebuild on here. Um, yeah, I don't think I did the Steelers rebuild on here. Um, them jerseys are ugly. Didn't they have like the jailbird jerseys? Or maybe this is the pack. That's some, them jerseys not bad. I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like they pop those out every once in a while, not every, like special occasion, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, stuff like that. So hopefully we could go toe to toe with them. So far they're up 7-0, 7-3. Um, that penalty. All right, so let's see if we can tie up this ball game. So we're gonna have to win every single game. So both teams threw 2 touch. Both teams have 2 turnovers. Dak Prescott throws it flat. Ooh, I shook the whole team. I shook the whole team, you know what I mean. Let's get it. Punch it in with Ezekiel. Punch it in. Get it. Punch, punch, punch it in. Punch, punch, punch it in. Alright, so we're tied up. Or a field goal kick away. Hill still made it. A doink still made it. I don't use the aiming thing. I mean, I know it helps, but put this in the I'm gonna put it off. So hopefully I'm just gonna change possessions real quick. Alright, so we got the ball back. Hopefully we can score. Now again, we do not have Des Bryant. Actually, we do have Des Bryant. So how come he didn't pop up on our? Let's get it. Alright, so we do got Des. I was too busy looking down the field. I was not looking up front. I gotta burn another timeout. Damn it. Ay, ay, ay. Always keep your eyes never down the field. Always keep your eyes up front. Let me see if I do a slant. Let's get it. 13 inches. 13 inches. 13 inches. We're not in this in overtime. Come on. Jesus. Alright, so I'm going to no, Tack, what are you doing? Oh my jeez. Tack, you had the most simplest throw to make. I'm not even gonna fault him for that. I mean, that's the simplest throw that, you know, a check down. There's no point. There's no point of calling another. Is that Aaron Rodgers? So what happened to Big Ben? Did he retire? Or is that somebody else? Oh, that's Austin Davis, my bad. I said number 12. Mike Lennon, TJD, Ben Roethlisberger. Okay, Ben Roethlisberger is hurt. Okay. Because I was like, wait a minute, that's not number 12. Oh, I can still go to overtime. I just have to prevent him from going down the field. Still have a chance. I'm going to go in full out blitz. Okay, so let's see. Tails, yes, we get the ball back. So we received 2 timeouts each. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna put a accelerated clock on. We got 4 minutes to drive down the field. Touchdown wins it. Field goal wins it. Wow, that was a wild glitch, but I'll take it. I'm never good at running. I don't know why. I try to run as much as I can, but that shit never works. There it goes. At least I'm spinning. I spin because I know they're gonna hit me, and I might fumble the ball, so that's why I always spin to evade it. Ah, he didn't turn around nowhere. I guess he didn't finish his route in time. He was wide open, so let me see something. I know I'm pushing y'all, but y'all thank me later. Go, 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 go. Touchdown. Let's get it. We won. Let's get it. Never saw the ball. Steelers never saw the field. Do I get to at least kick a field goal? No field goal kicking. Okay. Alright. So we won in a close one. I had to go to overtime to win that, but obviously no Big Ben. No problem. I mean, they had a shot to win it in regulation. If they would have passed it a few more times, then they would have probably kicked called timeout, kicked the field goal, and then I would have probably had to come from behind to win. But yeah. So we're 7-6 right now. So we just need to win one more game this week. What? No, 2 more games. Because before it was 16 weeks, and then 17 weeks, and now it's 18 weeks, and it's probably gonna be 19 weeks. They're probably gonna stretch out the schedule. If they put 19 games on the schedule, that would be crazy. Like their bodies won't even. Like NFL bodies are just so brutal. It's so we're 7-7. So we may not even make the playoffs. To be honest, the Redskins have a 10-4 record. Oh man. So they did beat us this year. They did beat us at home, so now they're at their place. We should probably beat them. Um, the pistol formation. All right, let's get it. All right, start off hot, 7-0, 7-3 now. They get the ball back, and we just cannot match with them. 6-14, 17-6, 24-6. Jesus Christ. Yep, we got swept by the Redskins. That's. So we might probably finish 9-8 or 7. Let me see. We might finish 8-8. That's mediocre shit. Yo, it's real. Oh, is it Terrell Suggs? Terrell Suggs destroyed Pittsburgh. Fifth. That's 8-8. Well, they were 8-8. Yeah, they were 8-8. Fifth. Do you know what we call 8-8? Man. Alright, so obviously this Cowboys team is not really that. It's not hard to. I mean, it is hard to rebuild. I didn't do it the right way. I guess. I guess I should have hold on to Tony Romo a little bit longer, but I mean, Dak Prescott. I mean, he went out there and won some games. I mean, it's not like he poo-pooed us or whatever. I mean, he has one playoff appearance. Um, and yeah, hopefully we could just squeeze in. Hopefully, because there's been some bad teams that had the wild card spot. 7-9. You know, yeah. So it can be done, but it can be done. But we face the Ravens, who's 3-12. If we can't beat them, I don't know what we can. Um, but then again, you can never, look past a quarterback. Or you can never look past a schedule, whether bad or good, or record, I should say, bad or good. They're probably going to go out there and compete, just like how we always compete. Um, reach gold, go undefeated. Okay. I don't know what goal that is to go undefeated. It's not like you're 16-0, 17-0, whatever. But I'm guessing, I don't know what that is. Reach gold, reach, go undefeated. So no, I wasn't able to deliver a championship to Dallas. Um, so yeah, media question. What's the media question, lady? It was a brutal overtime loss this week. What do you think was the turning point in the game? I don't know. I mean, there's never a right question. Like if I go on the bottom, that's what 10% loss, or per loss 10% per win. It wasn't nobody. It wasn't anyone who played that day, and we had a chance on both ends of the on both sides of the ball, but it just wasn't working out this week. Alright, so we went 7-9. While the Cowboys Eagles won 11, 12 games. Um, yeah, we only had one significant injury, nothing too major. Um, but yeah, we were not good at all. Post Tony Romo, you would have thought, okay, maybe Tony Romo, I mean, he threw for 3,666 yards, 15 touchdowns, 28 picks, or 20 picks. Let me see what Zeke Elliott did. Zeke Elliott didn't even rush over 1,000 yards. He did have 5 touchdowns though. Dak, he went for 220, 260, 70 carries. Let me see the receiving. Des Bryant, did nobody crack 1,000 yards receiving. So there you have it. I didn't get anything done with the Cowboys. Um, so yeah, I will revisit them again because I know I could get a lot out of Dak Prescott, but obviously he does need some growing up to do, or he does need some, you know, like he wasn't ready. I would say that he wasn't ready. Um, but because Tony Romo went down, they had no choice but to go to him, you know. So, um, so yeah. So like, comment, subscribe. Sorry, Cowboys fan.